Hi, welcome. My name is Alan Simpson. In this video, I want to talk about converting a paper document or business card or even a scanned or photographed document into editable text, something you can bring into Google Docs or Apple's Pages or Microsoft Word or something and treat as a normal editable document without retyping anything. I'm going to use two products, both of which are free, so if you don't have them, you can go get them. All right, one's called Office Lens, and this is for if you don't already have the photograph, you have a paper business card or paper document, you need to photograph it. Office Lens is basically an app with a specialized camera for photographing business cards, whiteboards, paper documents, that sort of thing. And you can get that for free from the App Store for Apple or Google Play for Android. The other app I'll be using is called OneNote. That's also free. If you have Windows 10, you probably already have it. You can check to see if you have it already. If not, you can go to OneNote.com and download that. And that basically is a note-keeping program, kind of like Evernote, but it won't replace Evernote. If you're an Evernote fan, this won't impact that at all. Basically, this is the one that's going to allow you to take that document, whatever it is, and convert it into editable text. All right, here I want to talk about getting the scanned document. Now, if you have a scanner, of course, you can just scan it. If you already have the scanned file, you can just use that. But if all you have is a paper document and no scanner, then you could use Office Lens to photograph the document. I'll talk about how that works first. If you're using an Android phone and you've put Office Lens on it, go ahead and tap that icon. Then in the Office Lens app, tap that middle icon that looks like a scanner, and then tap the type of document you're going to photograph. Document if it's like a regular sheet of paper, a whiteboard if it's a whiteboard, photo if you're just shooting a regular old photo, or business card if you're going to take a photo of a business card. Same basic idea on an iPhone. Go ahead and open your Office Lens app, tap its icon after you've installed it, of course, and then at the bottom here, above the round button, you see that business card. You can slide back and forth there and select the type of document you're going to photograph. Next, go ahead and start taking your picture, but as you do, look for this white frame that appears around the document. You want to get that white frame so it's surrounding the edges of the document so that Office Lens knows where the edges of the document are. Okay, then once you get the white frame in place, go ahead and take the picture. On an iPhone, just tap the round button down here. On an Android, it looks like a little camera. Tap that. Okay, and then you get a little preview of the photo. If it's nice and clear and legible, tap Done. Otherwise, you can tap Retake to reshoot the picture. Now, if your goal is to convert it to editable text, or in this case, put it in Outlook as a contact or something like that, you definitely want to choose OneNote. And you'll need to be logged into your account there so that it goes to the right place. Okay, you can title it whatever you want, choose the location. I'll just call mine Biz Card. And then tap Save. And then you will see it going through a little processing stage. And then it'll just say tap to open when it's done. Now when you do tap to open, you'll see you have two things for this one shot actually. The Biz Card, tap to open in OneNote would open OneNote and just show you the photograph of the business card. The .vcf file is a virtual business card, and you can import that into Apple Contacts or Microsoft Outlook, a lot of different apps that support contacts. But let's take a look at how it works on the Android side of things. Like I said, you take the picture, and what happens next is a little different from what you see in the iPhone, so let's talk about that. So on an Android device, then you can go ahead and select the items you want to save to. And again, use OneNote if you're going to translate to a regular business card or editable text. And then you can just tap the check box up near the top right, and that's the save for Android. All right, so now on the OneNote side of things, I can go open it up and see what I got. I believe I put it in this folder here. Yep, Biz Card. All right, and you can see I got all the text off the card, a VCF file, and an actual photograph of the business card. So I got three things. Now this text up here is just regular old editable text, so I can copy and paste it, do whatever I want with it. In fact, I'll make it the title for this page. And so now, see, so it's actually a kind of a contact in OneNote, and I can also use that VCF file to put it someplace else, like I have Outlook here. So I could just open up Contacts in Outlook, drag in that VCF file, and then I'll have a Outlook contact for that person with all their information already broken out. I don't have to retype anything. Click Save and Close, and it goes into my Outlook contacts. So the process is similar for a full-size document. In Office Lens, you want to make sure you choose Document as the type of document you're going to photograph, and then get your white border so it's surrounding the entire document that you want to shoot so it knows where the edges are, and then just go ahead and shoot your picture, again using that shutter button or the little camera icon in the Android version. Save it to OneNote, then you can go find it in there, and it'll still be a photograph. And if it happens to be sideways like this, no big deal. You can just right-click it and rotate it to the right 90 degrees. It'll be right side up. Okay, now it is still a photograph. It's not editable text yet. So what we need to do now is to make editable text of it is we need to right-click it and choose Copy Text from Pictures. Okay, now nothing will happen right away because it just goes in the clipboard. So then what you want to do is go over and add a new page. And then right-click inside that page and choose Paste, keep text only probably, and then you'll get just the raw text out of that document. And that's what you can then edit here in OneNote, or you can copy and paste it into Pages or Google Docs or Word or whatever you normally use for your text editing. Now, since they're here, I might as well keep them in here. And in fact, it would probably make sense to give them more meaningful names so that they're easier to find in the future for me when I'm looking for them, 2 years from now in OneNote. So, I would save both. I would save the photograph and the edited version, because then with having the photograph, you have the original on record too. Okay, now one cool thing about OneNote is that no matter where you are in OneNote, you can search for any word on any document, like the word dubious is in that agreement. Not in the file name, but the actual document content. That's no problem for OneNote. If I search for dubious, it actually finds both of those. So then I can just click the title of the one I want to look at. Let's say I want to look at the text one first, and there it is. Notice how it highlights the word dubious everywhere in the document where I found it. Okay, now it'll do the same thing on the photo document. If I click that one, I can see the word dubious highlighted within the scanned document, the photograph document. So that's pretty cool. All right, now I don't mean to imply that Office Lens and OneNote are the only ways in the world you can translate a paper document to editable text. You can do that with any OCR, optical character recognition app. In fact, you can just Google something like, convert written text to editable text, or convert scanned document to editable text, and find a lot of other solutions. This just happens to be the way I do it, and I'm happy with it. Maybe it'll work for you, maybe not. All right? I hope you learned something from this lesson anyway. My name is Alan Simpson. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you around the net. Bye-bye now.